How's it going, you guys? Today in this video, I want to bring you all the truth about acid and alkaline balance and this whole pH diet and alkaline water type of craze that's come over the health world the last like 10 years. So, first of all, I guess I have to have a disclaimer out there. Listen, I have been researching and experimenting with health and nutrition really since 2012, but in a serious fashion since 2014. It's been 4 years of truly extensive, deep practice and experimentation since 2014. Within a year of that experimentation, I solved, like 80% of my issues, 80% of my health problems. And I experienced a lot of crazy issues, which you could find on all of my videos that talk about them. I've helped myself, and part of learning how to reverse your own health conditions is seeing through all the bullshit in the health industry, okay? And there's a lot of it. There's a reason why alternative medicine is seen as quackery. And it's very important for people to take everything they hear with a grain of salt and really question the things they hear, no matter who says it or where it's from, even my own stuff, okay? You have to understand there's a lot more to health than most people want to let you know. And if people are selling their own supplements, if they are promoting their own book, like extensively, you've got to be very careful about the information you read. Sometimes there's a lot of good things that you can read in people's information. Sometimes there's a lot of good information from people who even want to sell you things. Sometimes, but most of the time, there may be good information, but there's a lot of falsehood in their claims as well. You've got to see the good and the bad in everybody. Absolutely. And understand that nobody's perfect. But with that being said, acid-alkaline balance, okay? Most people don't have a clue about how acid and alkaline balance works in the body, okay? Yes, I know about Dr. CB. I know about all these acid-alkaline people. I have a book from the pH Miracle that I bought a long time ago and read it. It's not intelligent to base all of your health knowledge on acid-alkaline balance. Let me tell you why. First of all, anybody who says the body's got to be alkaline, the body's got to be alkaline, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay? You should be very suspicious when people say the body needs to be alkaline. Okay? The body includes the blood, the stomach, your saliva, your intestines. Okay? If the whole body needs to be alkaline, that's actually impossible. That's impossible. Some parts of your body need to be acidic. Your stomach is one of them. Okay? If your stomach is alkaline, and I'll tell you how you can alkalize your stomach. Baking soda or sodium bicarbonate, okay? That's actually something people use to cure cancer and alkalize the body. Listen, you're alkalizing your stomach acid. That's going to turn off methylation. Methylation is required to turn over cancer cells. You're harming yourself with this acid-alkaline thing, taking these alkaline waters, which a lot of times just contain sodium bicarbonate or baking soda, and it makes the water alkaline, but it alkalizes your stomach, which pulls minerals from other parts of your body to try to maintain the acidity of your stomach, which throws off the pH balance and the acid-alkaline balance of the rest of your body. Listen, stomach needs to be acidic. Your blood needs to be slightly alkaline. Your colon, your small intestine, large intestine, your mouth, your bones, they all require different levels of pH, different levels of acid-alkaline, okay? Some need to be acidic, some need to be alkaline, okay? The blood should be slightly alkaline. The body requires all different levels of pH, So that's very important. If somebody says, the body needs to be alkaline, we need to alkalize the body. Right there, okay, the body, that's where they messed up. That's where they've proven they don't know what they're talking about, okay? Now, acid-alkaline balance is very important, absolutely, okay? But not in the way that these alternative medicine people play it out there. I'm into alternative medicine, okay? Doctors, a lot of medical doctors, also, they don't understand acid-alkaline, okay? They kind of understand it. Okay, so what doctors say is eating a diet, taking supplements and changing your food to change the pH of your body. They say, oh, that doesn't, that's complete nonsense. They say, yes, the blood needs to be slightly alkaline, but what you eat has nothing to do with it because your body does a good job of keeping your blood balanced. Listen, they're right. The body really tries to keep the stomach acidic, it tries to keep the blood alkaline, but do you know the mechanism and how it does that? Different minerals have different compositions, okay? There's alkaline minerals like sodium, what else? Calcium, and then there's acidic minerals like phosphorus, and I believe sulfur, okay? Your body needs a mix of all these minerals, okay? And at all times, you have to have a certain balance of minerals. If you eat whole foods and stay away from junk, and if you stay away from isolated mineral supplements, which sometimes have therapeutic benefits, like magnesium and extra salt, it can have benefits, but look, you can also do yourself a lot of harm by taking isolated mineral supplements. If you drink water with minerals added for taste, that can throw off your mineral balance because you need a balance of minerals found in whole foods, found in natural spring water, found in mineral water, okay? But if you drink alkaline water like sodium bicarbonate water, that's gonna alkalize your stomach and it's going to actually probably in the long term acidify your blood, you could say, but it's going to leach minerals from your bones and it's going to prevent you from absorbing minerals in your stomach because your stomach acid is going to be alkaline. It's very dangerous, very dangerous. No one should be eating baking soda, okay? If you bake with it, I guess it's iffy, okay? Listen though, but yeah, so there's that. So it's minerals. So mineral content is what governs alkaline and acid balance. If your stomach becomes alkaline, it's going to throw off the balance of the entire body because your body tries to compensate by pulling minerals from other places. And your stomach needs to be acidic in order to absorb minerals in the first place, or to break down food to absorb minerals in the first place. And you need to be getting minerals from your food and nutrition in your water in order to give your body the building blocks of its pH, right? To maintain homeostasis of the pH of the entire body, really. So if you're not absorbing minerals because your stomach is alkaline from all the alkaline nonsense you do, then you'll actually do the opposite of what you want to do in the first place. You throw off the balance. It's really silly, but it's a fact. It's kind of sad. That's what people do. So the doctors are right. Mainstream medical doctors are right. Your body does a really good job of keeping your blood alkaline because that's a matter of life or death. Acidosis and alkalosis too. But it does this by pulling minerals from your bones and from other parts of your body. Okay? So it is important to make sure you eat a variety of whole foods, both, acidic and alkaline. You want to eat animal products and you want to eat plant products, right? You don't have to be OCD about it as long as you eat a balanced diet full of nutritional foods, like I outlined in my Healthiest Diet in the World video. As long as you do this, you'll be fine. The problem is when people take antacid medications, okay? By the way, that's sodium bicarbonate is an antacid, okay? Ruins your digestion, okay? Alkalizes your stomach. and it makes acid reflux worse. Calcium carbonate, I believe. Calcium carbonate also can do this. Stay away from mineral supplements unless you really know that you're deficient in a certain mineral, okay, and you know what you're doing. Blood tests are important. And I know magnesium can really help people. Calcium can help people. These mineral supplements can help people. I'm not saying that they're horrible. I'm saying that you got to be careful because they can throw your body off. All right? So another thing about these alkaline gurus, right, is that the diets that they recommend provide only alkaline nutrients, which is why they're alkaline diets in the first place. And some of them, they say 80% alkaline and 20% acidic. But if you're eating a diet mainly of fruit, you're going to see degeneration of the body over time. All right? It can be helpful for curing some diseases, and let me tell you why. So if you think that fruitarian diets cure cancer, let me tell you how that can be possible. And believe me, I'm not saying it's impossible. But like Dr. Sebi, let me tell you something. Aphagy or aphagy, okay, the breakdown of cells in the body. Okay, this happens during long periods of starvation. Your body starts to break down its own proteins and its own cells, right? That's found in starvation. Also, fruitarians show significant signs of effigy, mainly because they're not eating enough protein to sustain most of their body. They're not going to die right away because their body, has built up muscle mass and fat cells and these things over time. And when you go on a fruitarian diet, your body over time will break down the fat, it'll break down the muscles, and then eventually break down the bones and the organs. You'll die, but it has a large store of muscles and fat to break down. So over time, your body has to consume its own cells to survive. So if a fruitarian diet and fasting, people say that it's cured their brain cancer and their cancers and things. Listen, they got testimonials on YouTube and whatnot. Okay, that's probably because your body ate itself. It literally killed the cancer cells to survive. Okay? What is cancer? What is a tumor? Okay, as far as we know, a tumor is a cell that grows out of control. It's an abnormally growing cell that grows out of control. It goes malignant and then it can spread. What is starvation? What happens in starvation? Your body starts to break down cells to stay alive. So, doesn't it kind of make... And have you seen these fruitarians? If you're a fruitarian, you're probably going to be all triggered, but have you seen these fruitarians? Their body's breaking down, especially their mental health. Again, it's cool, and I'm not an expert on fruitarianism, right? But from a third-person perspective who isn't really trying to attach himself to a dogma, I can see what seems to be happening. I think it's plausible. You can reverse disease on an alkaline diet, but not because it's alkaline. On an alkaline diet, you're eating mostly plants, which means lots of antioxidants. That's one of the main reasons why sanitarians live so long. Vitamin E and glutathione status, okay, to prevent oxidative damage from alcohol and from cigarettes and these things. They have higher antioxidants, so they can handle more oxidative damage. People who experience severe disease, they have lots of inflammation, lots of oxidative stress. When you eat all these plants, even if it's not the best diet in the world, because you're eating so many antioxidants, it'll keep you alive and it'll help to reverse disease in the process. So people with cancer are flooding themselves with antioxidants and their body's breaking down its own cells because you're not eating enough protein. So that's a double whammy. It's cleansing, pretty much destroying, it's eating your own body, just like chemotherapy does, and it's also fortifying the body and the immune system. It's fighting off free radicals because you're giving yourself antioxidants. But over the long term, after you cured your disease, it does not mean that you should stick to it. It does not mean that it's good in the long term. So I don't think veganism's horrible in a nutshell, and I don't think fruitarianism is bad, and I don't think this alkaline diet is horrible either. But it's the principles and the lack of reality in your approach to it, okay? Alkaline diet can heal people. not because of the acid alkaline balance. It's because of of aphagy and your body using up all of the stored fuel it has, muscles and fats, breaking down the cells, and then giving yourself all these antioxidants and these alkaline foods. That's why the alkaline diet works, okay? It's not because it's alkaline or acid, okay? So it can work, but the premise in which people understand it by is faulty, okay? So there you go. Let me know what you think. Leave your questions, comments down below. I'd love to hear everyone's experiences. All right? Hope that makes sense. And this is all the research I have. And I've done these diets. I know what I'm talking about. I read these books. I read these gurus. Give them the benefit of the doubt, but take them with a grain of salt. Anyway, subscribe, like, and comment. I'll talk to you soon.